Hello everyone, myself Rachit Agarwal, and today I'm going to present you here the task 3 given by the Sparks Foundation, that is exploratory data analysis of a retail. So basically here we are going to analyze the sales and profit of a retail in the United States. So here is my first dashboard which shows the region-wise sales and the profit and loss. So here you can see the profit in the south and the central region is less as compared to the east and west. And overall you can see California has the maximum sales and North Dakota has the minimum sales. And California has the maximum profit and Texas has the loss as $25,729. So let us analyze it region wise. So in the central region, the overall profit is of $40,000. So here you can see the Michigan is the highest contributor of $24,463 in the profit, and Texas has gone into a loss of $25,729, whereas it has a maximum sales of $1,70,000. In the east, we can see Ohio and Pennsylvania have faced huge losses, while New York has a great profit of $74,039. In the south, we can see North Carolina, Tennessee, and Florida has also faced losses, whereas the sales in Florida was maximum of $89,000. In the west, you can see Colorado, Arizona, and Oregon has faced huge losses, while California has the maximum sales and it has also the maximum profit. So now let us analyze the subcategory which has performed well and which has not performed well in these states. So we can see in Texas, which in the central region in Texas, we can see it has all the three categories. This is furniture, office supplies, and technology. So here we can see furniture and office supplies has went into loss for the Texas, while in the Michigan you can see there is a profit for all three categories. So now in the eastern region we can see that West Virginia in furniture category there is a loss, while in Ohio which was facing losses, it has losses in all the three categories. In the southern region, we can see that in the Florida, there is a loss in office supplies and the furniture category, while in North Carolina, loss is in all three categories. So now in the West, we have California, which has performed well in all three categories, and in Colorado, you can see all three categories, that is furniture, office supplies, and technology. There is a loss. So here is a region-based subcategory-wise sales and profit. So here we can see overall which subcategory has performed well all over the United States. So here we can see that copiers, phones and accessories, papers have performed well, while tables and bookcases have gone into losses. So now let us analyze it region-wise. So in the central region, you can see bookcases, furnishing, tables, appliances, binders, and machines have went into losses, while copiers, accessories, phones are in profit. In the east, we can see tables, bookcases are into losses. So now in the south region, we can again see tables and machines are in losses, whereas phones, accessories are earning profit. In the western region, we can see again bookcases and machines in the loss. So next here is a category-wise sales, profit and loss, and quantity. So here, as I mentioned earlier, overall there was a loss in bookcases and tables. So you can see the quantity which was supplied. So it was total 1241 for tables and for bookcases it was 868. So here we can reduce this quantity to minimize the loss, Whereas copiers is has performed well. Copiers, accessories, phones, paper, binders. So here we can increase the more quantity. That means we can increase the supply. This was the overall. So now let us analyze it region wise. So here we can clearly see machines. So all the red points clearly indicate that they have gone into losses. So there we can reduce their quantities, and where it has a profit like copiers, phones and so on, then there we can increase their quantity. So for eastern region you can see tables and bookcases again. In the south we can see machines and tables. In the west you can see machines and bookcases. So here we can reduce their quantities. So next is the city based analysis. So here what I have done is I have categorized the top 5 cities based on their profit. Since so here you can see the maximum profit, that is around 40.73% of profit comes from the New York City. So here you can see from the New York City 23.7% is come from the technology sector, technology category, 13% comes from the office supplies and 3% around from furniture in the New York City. These are the overall top 5 cities, and these are the overall top 5 cities with the losses. So you can see Philadelphia, San Antonio, Chicago, Houston and Lancaster. So now as you go region wise, so here you can see technology sector has performed well in left. Here you can see office supplies has performed well. Same here in minimum of course. While in the loss you can see that office supplies is not performing well in the central region. So there also we can reduce their quantities. In the eastern region you can see the profit is not much. So in the New York City you can see for the New York City, for the eastern part, New York City alone is contributing to 74, which is 74.81%, which is three-fourth of the total value, and where 43% is coming from the technology. So here we can increase the supply of the technology to gain more profit. While in Pennsylvania, most of the loss is coming from furniture category. So there we can reduce the furniture supplies of the furniture. And in Ohio we can reduce the technology, while Medina, Newark and Springfield. Now we analyze the South. For here you can see Burlington and Jackson, while there is a huge loss in technology. While in Springfield, Arlington, there is a gain in technology. And Atlanta, you can see the office supplies is leading category. In the western region, you can see that technology here in Louisville is facing a huge loss, while in Phoenix and Springfield, you can see furniture category is facing a huge loss. Now is the segment based analysis. So there are basically three segments: consumer, corporate, and home office. And here is their this is sum of sales category wise. So here you can change the measure if you want to see the profit based on segment. So here you need to select profit and then use this is the sum of profit coming from. So you can see majority contributor is technology. After technology we have office supplies and then we have the furniture. And in segment you can see consumer is the main segment which consumes technology and office supplies. After consumer we have the corporate and then we have the home office. So if we take the average profit, so we can see on average we can see the home office is giving us the more profit. And if we see average sales on here, so we can see the average sales is more in home office. Now let us see the quantity. So you can see your consumer is demanding for the more quantity is supplied to the consumer segment, while the less most quantity is supplied to the home office. But the profit is more, average profit is more in home office. So next are the insights that we derive. First is profit in south and central region is less compared to the east and western region. California has the highest sales and profit, whereas office supplies has earned the maximum profit of $37,748 against the sales value of $1,42,352. Texas has faced huge losses in office supplies, followed by the furniture category. So here we can increase the quantity of copiers, phones, and accessories to increase the profit overall. And we need to reduce the quantity of bookcases and tables to prevent faces loss in future. We can, for New York City, we can increase the quantity in technology category and decrease it in the Lancaster, Ohio city. In the segments, you can see there is a huge profit coming from technology category, followed by office supplies and furniture. Thank you for your patience.